Okay po. So, hi po, Ma'am Eli. Good day, good evening po
Hello.
sa'yo. Interviewin lang po kita regarding leadership
Good evening.
because I know you're one of the best leaders. Actually, we want you back here in Pinas. We need you. So,
Yeah, me too. Me too.
meron pong 8 questions, ma'am. Sorry, 10 pala itong ginawa ko para sa'yo. So, number 1 po, did you see
Okay.
yourself as a nurse manager when you were younger?
When I was younger, yes. I was inspired by Ma'am Cecil Villarreal. She was my chief nurse way back, and she actually inspired me to be a leader someday.
Yeah. Like you, ma'am. You inspire me too. Tapos po, so nurses are always inspired, no? Sabi niyo nga po, though they work very hard, I would like to ask you now, what motivates you to continue your profession and your career as a nurse manager? As
Okay.
our
Money does not. Actually, honestly, money is never alone. The only inspiration amongst nurses. Sometimes it's the relationships that we build together and making the team move forward. Actually, seeing yourself as a team, it makes you want to stay even longer.
true. Kasi na-experience ko yan sa iyo, ma'am. Pag happy ang leader at
That's
na-motivate nyo kami, mas masayang work. Ayun, ma'am.
happy staff, happy life.
True. So, number 3, ma'am, what do you think are the good qualities of that a nurse manager must have?
Okay, number one, I think is most applicable to all other professions is their ability to influence. You cannot be a nurse manager if you cannot improve the staff or you cannot change the course of your team moving forward to improvement. Number two is again building relationships. Not all leaders can build relationships with their people and then making the results out of the teamwork. And lastly, for me is to duplicate leadership. I think na-mention ko yan sa'yo before na a good leader must, plan for the succession. Hindi pwedeng ikaw lang ang leader the whole time. You should actually duplicate yourself or inspire people to do even better.
Hi!
So,
Iba
yeah.
talaga si Ma'am Eli. Sige po, ma'am. Number 3 pa lang yan. Marami na ako natutunan. Number
Okay.
4, ma'am. Please give a quality that some nurse manager have that you think it does or it needs improvement or change. Yung mga negative quality siguro na
Oh,
dapat.
yeah. Okay. I think number one, obvious to minsan, is politics. Sometimes, nurse managers wanted to please yung upper management, that they sometimes forget that the action that or the decision they would make is at the expense of their own people. So sometimes politics should not be regarded to do your own decision making. Kailangan maging focus ka muna sa team mo kasi it would improve their morale, their trust, and of course, the productivity din. It would be beneficial for the whole organization if they trust you and if they come to work happy, na inspired sila magtrabaho because of that trust, not because of the politics. I think also one quality that should be changed for some nurse managers is the insecurity. Some managers may see some true potential, leader potential amongst the staff, and sometimes they feel threatened because of these people. Of course, that should not be the case. As I've said earlier, you cannot be the leader for your whole life. You should prepare for your succession. And sometimes pag tumatanda ka, you fail. So, you prepare for the future. So, dapat hindi ka insecure.
Pag ba ma'am succession yung magfo-forward ka or dapat mag-forward din yung nasa yung sumusunod sa'yo? Tama po ba yung pick up ko, ma'am? Yung sa
Yes,
succession part.
yes. Succession. Yung meron ng, yung may papalit sa'yo, whether you would go further above, you will go outside of the organization. Yeah, that's the succession.
Ano. Kasi yung iba gusto sila lang, parang gano'n, no? Number
Yes,
6
hindi dapat gano'n.
Okay po. Number 6 po. I know that you love your family and so much and that you did your best to support them financially. What would you advise us regarding handling financial matters and improving financial skills?
Okay. Number 1 is that our expenses should never be more than our income. So how do we do that? We track our expenses daily, be it monthly. And then, kasi kung wala kang data, you will never know where your hard money is going. Diba, magugulat ka na lang, nasa na yung pera ko kasi you're never tracking it. So, never spend more than what you earn. So, yun.
Okay po. I'll try, ma'am. Tapos, especially dyan, ma'am, no, sa abroad. Financial kasi, ma'am, mahirap ako. Do you use technology in decision making as a nurse manager? Ito parang hindi masagap ng utak ko yung
Yes.
yung pwedeng isagot ko kung ako.
Ako, actually, kasi since my experience din ako with quality, so some decisions has to be based on data. Diba? So decision making, this could be technology or the tools that have been presented since way back then. This could be like the root cause analysis. Before you decide or before you changing the system, you have to analyze what is the root cause of the problem. Diba? And then you make the changes. Pwede rin pumasok dito ang Pareto principle. Diba?
Alam yun, ma'am.
The Pareto principle talks about changing 20% of the whole problem that can eventually bring up the opportunity to improve. Next one is marami actually tools, and one thing is another, yung plan, do, check, act. You plan first for the change, do the change, monitor the improvement, and then act again if there's something that has to be changed. Plan, do, check, act, or the PD. Minsan, we also use failure mode and effects analysis. Pero bihira yun sa healthcare system na ng term ko. Pero madalas yan sa mga ibang sectors. Failure mode and effects analysis or FIMEA tawag.
Madami pala, ma'am. Sige, ma'am, i-review ko to tapos i-analyze ko pala. Madami po pala. Opo.
Alam mo yung fishbone diagram.
Parang narinig ko yun, ma'am. Hindi ko na
Ginagamit
maalala yun.
so
Fishbone.
yun.
Fishbone po.
Fishbone. Oo. Si fishbone.
Sige po. Sige po, ma'am. Then, how involved is a nurse manager in policy making? Do they make policy, ma'am? Nurse managers.
Totally. Ha?
Yung nurse managers
Yes.
po.
We were totally involved because, yes. Once I authored the rapid response system in our hospital, once it was approved, it was published as a policy. Another, if there are company policies, interdisciplinary company policies, of course it has to be organized by different interdisciplinary teams. Kailangan yan upuan bago na settle into making a process.
Okay.
So, minsan pinapatawag talaga tayo doon. Agree ba tayo doon sa gagawing policy? Agree ba tayo doon sa gagawing process or what?
Sige po, ma'am. Thank you for that. Tapos po next, What is your opinion about nurses wanting to work abroad, especially na nasa abroad po kayo, in relation to the shortage of staff sa
Of
Philippines?
course.
Ayun po.
Okay, actually, gas-gas na rin yung question na yan, ano? But personal opinion, I am here in my abroad. I am here in abroad. Nurses should never be denied of the opportunity for greener pastures. Why? Kasi we also have our family to feed, 'di ba? And then way back 10 years ago, hindi pa kasama ang batch ko, which was 2009. Hindi pa kasama ang batch natin. Based on sa nursing board exam results, there were 220,000 plus nurses na pumasa ng board exam. Where are they? Diba? Sometimes it's the system ha, not merely the government present is the one to blame. It's the system. If the system has actually supported the healthcare system of the Philippines, nurses might not have to go abroad. We may have spent our times with our families, spend Christmas, New Year, birthdays, kung talagang masusuportahan lang tayo ng maayos. 'Di ba? Ang like yung pandemic, pag daw may namatay na nurse in service because of the corona, bibigyan daw tayo ng 1 million. We don't need the 1 million in the event of our death.
Ay,
We
true.
need we need to be fed. Diba? We
Tama.
need our work-life balance. This is not the 1 million upon our death will not make us happy. Diba? We do not deserve that.
True.
So kung susuportahan lang tayo ng system, hindi tayo aalis ng bansa malamang. Or kung may aalis man, talagang minimal na minimal. Siguro out of the 220,000, baka possible 10% lang ang aalis. What is 20,000 and 200,000 staying for good? Diba? So, it does make a lot of, it would make a significant difference.
Tama, ma'am. Oo nga. Sige po, ma'am. And last, ma'am, what would you advise younger nurses who dreams to be a nurse manager like you?
Sorry, repeat the question.
What would you advise younger nurses who dreams or new, sabihin natin new kasi old na rin naman ako. Who dreams to be a nurse manager like you?
Okay, my advice would be number one, treat people or treat your staff not as liabilities. They are actually assets to the company. They will be your assets. So treat them as what you want to be treated, di ba? Kung ano yung gusto mong pakikitungo sa'yo, yun din dapat yung pakitungo mo sa kanila. So it's all about building relationships pa din, trust. Kasi you cannot lead people without actually liking them. If you don't like them, how would you encourage them, 'di ba? So kailangan kilalanin mo sila, you get to know them, you get to spend the time with them. And sometimes when they see what you do for them, they can actually appreciate, 'di ba? Like me, sometimes I spend bedside also with some staff. One time I changed diaper with the nursing assistant. So the people would say, walang kaarte-arte itong nurse manager na to. Kasi nga, kapag ka ikaw naaartehan sila sa'yo, how would they do that? Diba?
Lalayuan
So yun,
ka.
kailangan, yes, kailangan you act to be also as a role model. Treat them as a family, not as a subordinate.
Okay, ma'am. Opo, ma'am. Amelay, thank you for the wonderful interview. We miss you,
Okay, you're
ma'am.
welcome anytime, Kat.
Opo,
Yeah, I actually
salamat
miss
po.
you. Don't worry. If the plan would work, I will be coming home soon. Nagpe-pray pa kami ng mag-workout yung aming treatments. Our ongoing treatments for fertility. So hopefully mag-workout and then uuwi na ako.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am,
Sige
thank you po
ka.
sa interview sa abala.
Praying for the best of you.
Likewise, ma'am.
Sige.
Aba, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am Leila, you're the best. Thank you po.
Wala,
Thank you po.
welcome. Ikaw din, grabe siya. Salamat,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
ma'am. Sige po.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Ako na lang po mag-ano, pwede na po kayo mag-exit. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Welcome, bye-bye.
Sige po.